everybody, this is Rebecca and today I am going to be doing a plan with me for the week of April 20th through the 26th. The kit that I'm going to be using is from White Deer Stationery. It is called the Butterfly Kit. She just released it, so if you are interested in the kit, definitely check it out down below. I am currently using the full kit, so it's got like everything. She does have mini kits. She has like little kit add-ons if you want to do those. All of her kits are hand drawn, so they're absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'll link everything that I use down below though in case you're interested as well. I'm filming this on the 25th, so most of this week has already happened. So it's kind of like a rewind, but also it's like a slight pre-plan, just because of the whole situation going on in the world right now. I didn't really see the point in like pre-planning the whole week, because like what I don't know what's going to happen the next day. And I don't even know what's going to be happening, you know, within the next few hours, because you know this year's just been nuts and crazy. So I hope everyone's staying safe, all that kind of stuff, and I also hope that you're taking all the necessary precautions and all those sort of things. I just gotten this kit this week, so you know I got it just in time for this plan with me, which is really exciting. As you can see right now, I'm just putting down the bottom washi. The kit has like a triple washi type of thing, so there's like a really thin piece, there's like a mid-range piece, and then there's also a really thick piece. I omitted the middle piece just because I didn't want it to be too busy, so I just used the really skinny one, and then I also used the thickest one as well for the bottom. Also, I whited everything out just off camera just to save a little bit of time, because I really just didn't feel like doing it all on camera. It's just too much work and it's just annoying. Anyways, I am now going to be going through the full boxes at this point. I know it looks like I'm going to start doing my headers, but I'm totally going to be doing my full boxes in 0.5 seconds. I'm kind of scattering them a little bit. I'm kind of just sort of putting them on the bottom and in the middle, not so much the top, just because I like to put my plants at the top and then kind of scatter them throughout. I do put the butterfly box as my sidebar box, as you just saw there. And what I'm doing is I'm just pushing all of my full boxes to the bottom lines there, so then that way I have room for all of my headers. And I also just whited out some of the other bits and bobs that I forgot to white out before. I really love this kit. I love how light and airy it is, but also in terms of like laying it down, it's really important that I do white everything out that I can, so then that way you don't see the lines. I may end up getting an Aura Estelle cloud for next year, just because for me, I live in Canada and Aura Estelle is based in Canada. So with that being said, it'll be a lot less expensive for me. So I'm thinking of just doing that next year. Although I do love this Erin Condren binder just because I can like take things out. I've noticed that it's just nicer for me to just have the pages like right on my table, so I don't have to like go through the coils, all that kind of stuff. So I'm probably going to be buying that next year because I just heard nothing but good things about them, so I'm totally going to be doing that for next year instead of just buying the Erin Condren. And at this point you probably have already seen the new neutral, and I mean it's cute, but I'm probably going to get the Aura Estelle for next year, just because I don't want to end up having to pay duties and taxes, all that kind of stuff, because it's just a hassle. Right now I'm just putting down some headers, so I'm using the decorative headers that come in the kit, and I'm just kind of putting them down where I see fit and just sort of scattering them, you know, making sure that I don't put the decorative headers too close to some of the really busy full boxes, because the decorative headers on top of a really busy full box just doesn't vibe with me. So I'm trying to like strategically put them in places where, you know, I think will work. I also do end up pulling some glitter headers from Scribble Prints Co. as well. They're these like silver glitter headers, and they're super pretty, and I thought they matched really well with the kit, so I used those as well. And I also did the same sort of scattering pattern. You're also going to see me use the Today headers from the kit as well, just because I didn't want to use any more glitter headers. If I'm being completely honest, I kind of wanted a little bit of variety. I also pulled in the bow overlays from Sadie Stickers as well, just to add a little bit of foil to my headers, and I think it turned out really, really pretty. So just to kind of go on a bit of a tangent, since it looks like I'm super ahead in my voiceover right now, I've just been taking it easy over the last little bit, in case you're wondering. I've been trying to remain productive, and you're going to kind of see that throughout some of the plans that I've had over the last bit. I'm just trying to get things done around the house that I need to get done, and also taking up some hobbies that I haven't really taken up since high school. I've been bullet journaling a lot more, and I've been doing a lot more art too. I do have an art channel, by the way, that I exclusively will post like art stuff and things like that. So if you want to subscribe to that channel, I'll just link it down below. Anyways, I think I'm just shuffling through some of my sheets here. I got a really limited amount of sheets. I did order a lot of stickers over the last couple of weeks as well, just so I have some more variety over the next bit. I ordered some stuff from Papershire. I also ordered during the PPC sale yesterday, and I ordered so much. I got stuff from Planting Roses, GB Sticker Studio, and a few other new shops that I'm really, really excited about too, and I cannot wait to show you them in a haul in the next bit as well. I also got a few packages in, because I've also been doing a lot of shopping over the last bit too, mostly out of boredom, but also just because I'm going to be home a lot and I don't have a lot of lounge clothes, and I'm the type of person that really likes variety, so there's that. It's a whole thing. I'm just that person. And it's one of those things. So right now I'm just putting down those Sadie Stickers overlays. They're super pretty. I really love Sadie Stickers. I placed a really big order from her a few weeks ago, and it's on its way. It's coming. I just double checked the tracking, and it says it's in Canada, so that's really good. Also, I'm expecting it to be quite delayed, just because of the amount of orders that people are placing online, because you know how everyone's just inside and everyone's just been placing all these orders, and they've just been buying a lot of stuff. I've been reading so many news articles about Canada Post being delayed by like almost 3 weeks, which is crazy. That's nuts. So as somebody who also works in customer service, I'm just gonna let every single person that's watching this know, please be patient with those people, because here's the thing. If they have to follow certain protocols, but they also have to ship out a Christmas level amount of packages, you may need to expect some delays. I know that UPS and a lot of other carriers are also delivering on the weekends, which is even crazier to me. Like that's insane, man. That's super, super insane. I did not think that was going to happen. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, that's crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't know. It's just like, it's been nuts. But thankfully, I've been smart and just been getting tracking on most of the orders that I've gotten whenever possible, just because I think that that's something that everybody should do, especially with COVID happening and all that jazz. So that's just something to keep in mind. I really, really think that it's totally worth it to get that, because then at least you know where your package is. So if it is delayed, you have an idea of where it is, and if there is an issue, you can always trace it back, which is quite nice. So I would definitely recommend that you do that if you are ordering online, especially if you're ordering internationally as well, just because it just makes things so much easier, and you do have that peace of mind as well. So there's that. I'm just putting down these date covers. These are from Sadie Stickers. They're super, super cute. They're the last date covers that I have, other than ones that come in kits. But I am ordering a bunch of multicolor stuff from Simply Watercolor Co. And I do have a few other shops that are on their way as well. So expect to see those in a haul and also in Plan With Me's. I'm taking my gold jelly roll just to write in the dates, just because I didn't have any date dots, and The good thing is I ordered a lot of date dots, so I think I should be okay over the next little bit as well. So fingers crossed for that. It looks like now, oh yeah, I'm going into my sidebar now. So for this sidebar, I already have the full box on. I did take the 10 millimeter Simply Gilded washi just as like a little bit of a divider, and also just to add a little bit of foil. It's like a periwinkle polka dot with silver bows, by the way. I'm just using my slice tool and some whiteout just to place all of that in between all of the headers and things like that. So the first thing that I decided to do was put a buy list. So just for me to keep track of all the orders that I've been placing, because we're primarily shopping online now, and I think that it just makes sense to do that. So I put that in, and I also put in a full box heart checklist from the kit as well. And then I also took some more Simply Gilded washi, and I put that in between those boxes. And then I also made a Happy Mail list as well. I just used the weekly checklist from the kit too, just to keep track of all the deliveries that I had this week. And I have a story about one of the deliveries that happened, but I'm gonna kind of go through this first. And then I do end up putting down a habit tracker too. I just used it to track on my meds. I totally forgot to fill out my sidebar in this plan with me, so I'm super sorry about that. But I did fill it out off camera just so I would have all of the information that I needed. And yeah, that's pretty much my sidebar. I'm clearly getting ahead of myself, so I'm just gonna let filming Rebecca do her thing here. But while filming Rebecca does that, I'm just gonna let you all know that although this is like my second like planning video on this channel, this is not my second planning video ever. I did used to post my plan with me's like on my other channel, but then I decided to do a separate one just because I just like that idea. It makes things a little bit more organized. But this is kind of the spread so far. It's super cute. I really, really like it. And how it's turning out. It just looks so clean. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the day by day. So starting on Monday. Monday was wild. So I wake up from a text from my boss saying, hey, we need to go on a conference call now because corporate has some news for us. So I quickly woke up, got my phone out, just kind of sat and waited until about 10:30 that day, because corporate had some news for us in terms of next steps for our company. Like I said, I do work retail. I'm super non-essential. My store has been closed since March 18th, so about a month and a week now, which is crazy. But during that conference call, they just kind of announced that they would have to lay off some employees, and that some of the higher ups, like a lot of the CEOs and CFOs and like directors and all those kinds of things, those people actually took 20% pay cuts, which was also nuts. And they just kind of told everybody like, leaders are just going to have to communicate with staff individually, all that kind of stuff. I didn't have to do it because I'm a supervisor. However, I was not going to be laid off just because I'm technically an essential part of that team. So they just kind of said like, we're going to keep those people for as long as we can, and if they don't open by May 30th, then they'll have to announce like other steps, which could potentially mean that I would also have to be laid off, which would suck, but it is what it is, right? So I had that conference call, and then I also FaceTimed my coworker, who's also one of my colleagues, and we were talking about everything because there was just a lot of information, so we just had to like clarify everything with each other. And then we had a talk with our boss, and it was just a whole thing. So there was a lot of stuff happening. And then I got my insurance claim deposited. Every time I go to therapy, I go to a psychologist once a week. Right now we're doing it over the phone because obviously COVID. I have to pay everything up front, and then I just have to file a claim through the insurance that I get from work. And I got the money back, so that was really nice. I also got a Lush delivery today for a Lush order that I've been waiting for so long. I finally got it, and I was so happy. I got bath bombs. I got some ocean salt body scrub that I've been out of for like a long time. Finally got some. And I also got some shaving cream for my legs. And right after that, I actually had a shower that day too. I didn't mark it in my planner, but I had a shower right after. Holy moly, it was so nice. I also baked muffins this day too. I was super bored, so I was like, I'm gonna make muffins, and I did, and those muffins were freaking delicious. They were so good. I had a bunch of raspberries, and I made raspberry muffins, and they were yummy. I'm also marking my dinner. I was going to use the meal labels from White Deer Stationery for this day, but then I just ended up taking the one from the kit. I do kind of like scatter which ones I use throughout the spread. So some days I'm using the ones from the kit, and others I'm just using from that multicolor sheet from White Deer Stationery, just so you know. And for the baking muffins, I did put a home icon from White Deer Stationery as well. I don't know if she has this exact colorway in her shop, but she does sell foiled icons, and they're really pretty. I also decided to reorganize my makeup and stationery like storage thing. So I used a feather duster from White Deer Stationery, and I just marked that. I just needed to reorganize things, and it was just one of those things where I just thought to myself, I really need to do this now, because if I don't, I'm going to drive myself crazy. So I wrote that down in there. And now moving on to Tuesday. Now on Tuesday, I got 3 deliveries. I got a delivery from Urban Outfitters, which had like a storage box in it. They had like these really cute like clear storage boxes that I really wanted. So I got one big one and 2 like smaller ones that are still on the way. So I got that. I also got my White Deer Stationery order, which included this specific kit. I also bought a bunch of press-ons on Etsy as well, and I just got those. And I also ordered some nail glue about a day later, just because I really need nail glue for those nails. So I did that. So this is the day that I took my shower. For some reason, I thought that I did it on the Monday, but I guess I did it on Tuesday. Never mind. Ignore what I said before. But it was a really nice shower. I got to use my shaving cream, and I got to use my ocean salt body scrub, and oh my god, my skin was just loving it. And it was just really nice to take a shower. Because it just feels good, you know what I mean? So I did that, and I also edited and uploaded a plan with me that went up last week. It was the one where I used the SPC kit, the family movie night one, and I was able to edit and upload it on the same day, which was super cool. So I was really happy about that. However, because of everything that happened over the last little bit, my mood just like, I don't know what happened, but it just went down. So I kind of marked that with a appointment label, and then I also put an I'd rather die little munchkin from an SPC freebie that I thought was super relevant. I was just annoyed and sad, and it was a whole thing. So there's that. And then for dinner that day, I had tacos. You're gonna see me put a meal icon there just in a few moments. I think right now I'm searching through my smaller collection to see if I have anything, but I totally don't. So filming Rebecca's an idiot, and I'm so sorry that you had to deal with that. So there's that. Yeah, so I just like, everything's just been crazy. I just have dealt with a lot this week, and I had a few people reach out to me in terms of associates too, just like asking about everything that's been going on. And you know, I also found out who was being laid off from work that day as well. So that was a whole thing, and that also contributed to the fact that my mood was just not good. Because I felt really bad for those people. So there's that. And then the tacos that I had that night were really, really good. I really enjoyed those tacos. I had like 5 of them, and yeah, so that was Tuesday. Now moving on to Wednesday, I ordered my Mother's Day gift for my mom because Mother's Day, I believe, is in like 2 or 3 weeks or something now. Yeah, like 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. So I decided I was just going to order it now so I don't have to worry about it, because I knew that there was going to be delays. So I just thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to do it now, so then that way it has a chance of coming before Mother's Day. So I did that. I'm not going to tell you what I ordered because I don't want to say what I ordered her yet. I'll tell you what I ordered her on Mother's Day though. And then right after that, I decided to take a walk around the neighborhood because it was a really nice day out. And the good thing is, the time that I walked, there wasn't too many people. However, when I was coming back, there was a lot more people. So it's really hard when you have to like dodge people. So it's just nice when you like go out and there's just nobody there, and you can just kind of like leisurely just chill for a bit. So that was the thing. I also filmed some of my bullet journal setup because I made this really intricate setup for May, and it is crazy. I'm still not done filming it because I was actually gonna film some today, but it's been raining and cloudy, so not ideal. So I just did this plan with me instead. I also had burgers that night, which were really, really good. And then for the rest of the night, I literally did nothing. I think I just like made myself a latte and did nothing. So I put a Lazy Day script down from SPC. I took a flag from the kit and layered that. And then I also took one of the little bow icons from White Deer Stationery as well, and I put that down too. And I also took a divider from Jackson Pepper, which is like, it's kind of like a leafy one, and I put that there just to fill in that awkward space because it was just bugging me that there was like a big gap in there. So I just placed that there as well. I have a couple sheets of them, and I really, really find them to be super, super useful. So if you're looking for really cute, like whimsically simple, that's a weird way of putting it, dividers, they're really, really good. So I got those. Yeah, I just need to wait for filming Rebecca. I don't even know exactly where I am right now. Okay, so that's the first half of the week. The foil looks super cute. We love that. Let's keep going. So, moving on to Thursday. On Thursday, I started off my day by listening to a podcast. It's called The Tripod. If you haven't heard of The Tri Guys, they have I almost said they have a tripod, but they have a podcast, and it's called The Tripod. And it's a really good podcast. 10 out of 10 would recommend. They've been posting twice a week now since, COVID and all that kind of stuff. So it's actually kind of nice just to have like a lot of things to listen to and kind of put in the background while you're doing stuff. So I listened to that while I filmed some of my bullet journal setups. So I'm also going to mark the fact that I also filmed some bullet journal setups. I was doing a really tedious part, and it took so long for me to film it, but I did that, and I marked that with an appointment label and a camera icon from White Deer Stationery. I also put a divider between the quarter box and the bow icon, by the way, from Jackson Pepper as well, just so I could fill in that space because I really didn't have a lot to mark this day. And then I also put a piece of deco from the kit just below the quarter box just to fill in some space because there was a very specific thing that I wanted to mark, and I wanted to use the half box, and I totally did not have space for that. So in terms of that, when I put down the half box, it was because I had a Zoom call with my colleagues and my bosses, and it was so nice to like talk to everybody. And it was just, they were just checking in, and they were giving us updates on everything and just kind of giving us some more information about all of the layoffs and all that kind of stuff and next steps and reopening procedures. Because we're, just trying to sort of feel things out and sort of see, what's going to happen next. So it was really nice. The call was really, really good. We just talked about everything and just kind of, it was just nice. it's really nice just to kind of talk to everybody because, you know, I haven't seen everybody since we closed. So it was just really nice. And then we had enchiladas for supper, and I can't eat dairy. I mean, I can have it, but not very much. Or, you know, like I can't have a lot or else I get sick. And there was cheese in it, and I got a little sick, but that's okay. It was worth it. They were so good. So, and then the rest of the night, I didn't really do anything. Moving on to Friday, it was payday, so I marked that. And for payday, I did end up having to, I paid off my Visa, I paid my cell phone bill, I also put some money in my savings account, my TFSA, so that was really cool. It was super fun, I had a good time. I've just been trying to set that up for myself so then I have money and funds and things like that on my accounts, all the kind of stuff. So I did that, and then right after that I took a shower, and it was a really good shower. It was a lovely shower. I had a really good time doing that. It was just nice. It was nice. And I just like, it felt really good. So I did that. And then that day I also did order some McDonald's from Skip the Dishes because I was just like, I'm craving salt. And if you know me, I love salt. Like I like salty, salty, salty. It's a whole thing. Don't even get me started. I love salty things. So I got all the salty things and it was the whole thing. And I also washed my brushes yesterday, and my brushes are like super soft right now, and it's great. I marked the order in Skip the Dishes with a grocery card, and then for me washing my brushes, I used a fancy label with a heart icon from White Deer Stationery, all from White Deer Stationery, by the way. And then I also made some cold brew yesterday. You have to brew cold brew for like 12 hours, so it was a whole thing, and I had to do that. And then we had takeout for dinner. We got Merchant Kitchen, which was delicious. It was so good. 10 out of 10 would recommend. And then on Saturday, I had to file a claim because I got a delivery from Urban Outfitters, and the contents of my package were totally damaged. I got a ceramic canister, and when you see that it wasn't delivered in a cardboard box, you should be really, really worried. And I opened it up and it was completely smashed, so that was cool. So I just had to file a claim with UPS, and then I also had to file a claim with Urban Outfitters, so that was a whole thing. So it all got approved and stuff. I just need to wait for the next steps. I also got my period today, which was great. I had a really good time. I'm kidding. It was really painful. It's always the first day that's like the worst, you know what I mean? Like it sucks. Oh, and I'm also putting down the weekend banner. Oh geez, I'm like scattered everywhere. But anyways, I'm putting down the weekend banner, and I'm putting some deco there. But continuing on with the Saturday plans, we did have salmon for dinner. I didn't mark it in the planner because I kind of filmed this like midday Saturday, so I didn't know what we were having for dinner. I also ordered some stuff on Nasty Gal as well. I also made an order on Aritzia, my 7th order, because I'm crazy and I can't deal. So I did that, and I marked ordering Nasty Gal with a flag. I marked my period with a icon from White Deer Stationery. And for filing the claim, I did a quarter box with a mail icon from the kit. I was also planning on taking a bath tonight, but I'm still in a lot of pain, so I don't think I'm going to do that. So I actually replaced the bath time thing by just writing down that I made some cold brew again. It's in the process of steeping, so we'll see what happens with that. I also am doing this voiceover right now. But I don't think I'm going to mark it in my planner because I just don't have enough space for it at the moment. But I am doing that right now, so we're going to add that. I did pre-plan Sunday because there's some stuff on Sunday that I know happens on Sunday. So I know that I'm a little bit ahead, but I'm just going to kind of go through those plans, and then you can kind of see them as they come up. So tomorrow, there are a few things that I need to do. I need to do some laundry, and then I also need to take out the garbage because it's laundry and garbage day. So I just marked that with 2 icons from White Deer Stationery. They're the foiled icons, the garbage one and the washing machine. And then I'm also going to be filming and editing my bullet journal setup, which is my plan with me. I'm going to be doing, I think I'm going to be doing a real time with lo-fi music, because that's usually what I do, because I like to do that stuff for people who just want some background noise, all that kind of stuff. And I've been posting them to my friends, and they've been really appreciating that if they're doing other tasks and things like that. I also really need to vacuum my floors, so I put down a feather duster from White Deer Stationery, and I just wrote down clean floors. Also, if it's nice out tomorrow, which I'm like crossing my fingers that it's still going to be sunny, I am going to take a walk. I didn't have any like walk stickers, so I just put a workout script from Scribble Prints Co. just to mark that, and then I put a little house icon from the kit, and then I also stuck down a little meal label. I mean, I'm not sure what's going to happen in terms of like smaller plans on Sunday, but I just kind of put down what I knew was going to be happening. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. I know I'm a little bit scattered right now, but if you like this video, please do not hesitate to subscribe. I would love to have you, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Stay safe. Bye-bye.